Hello, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're going to talk about using image sampler to affect the perforation patterns. Okay, let's start. So today we are going to start with a rectangular curve. And X size we're going to use 10 meter. The Y size 5 meter. And we're going to build a rectangle to the YZ plan. So it looks like a wall instead of a floor plate. Then we're going to use surface, the white surface, to get our points for perforation. So this point will be the center of our perforations or circles. The U count, we give it 100. V count, we give it 50. I'll turn this off. Now we've got a quite basic square pitch, but today we're not going to use the square pitch. We're going to use a diamond pitch. So we're going to choose 1, 3, 5, 7 points in the first row, and then second, fourth, 6 in the second row. So in that way, we actually form the diamond pitch that we need. So we need to use curl pattern to remove the points that we don't want. Connect points, list the curl pattern. For now, we use false true. At first, we only take the second, fourth, or sixth row of the points, and then we flip matrix to flip the UV direction of the list, and then we call it again. If we preview off it, then we can see we got the point from the second it's pretty much we got the point from the second place of the second row. Then we're going to choose the first and third and the fifth of the first row. So we're going to copy that again. Curl pattern, we choose true, false this time. That means, the first row will be curled, and then the second row will be left, and then the third row will back to true, will be curled again. Then we flip matrix, copy this one again, remove on, and now we can see we got the first point, third point, the fifth point of the first, third, fifth row. So we got the 2 points that we need, and then we use a point collector, collect all these points that we need. We flatten it as well. Turn this off as well. So we've got a diamond pitch that we need. Then we can put a circle. The plan will be YZ plan. So if we directly connect the point to the plan here, give it, for example, 50 as 50 millimeter as a radius, you can see all the circles on XY plan by default. That's why we need to introduce a YZ plan here to fit our YZ rectangle. And now we've got our points. And next step, we're going to introduce a new battery called image sampler to influence the size of all the circles. If we double click it, this image sampler is actually to catch in the image and evaluate different values, for example RGB colors, or red channel or blue channel, or color saturation or color brightness of the image that you choose. Then by evaluating your image, we get the a set of values that we want to use. So the first step is we're going to find a black-white for today's tutorial. We're just going to find a black-white gradient map. So this one will be a perfect example. We right-click, save image, save it onto the desktop, and then with file path we can reference the file that we need. And then the input domain is still from 01 to 01. So the input domain is actually 2D coordinate instead of 1D. Since x coordinate is 0 to 1, y coordinate is 0 to 1 as well. So we need to make sure the input is a 2D coordinate. And then the channel, we're going to choose brightness because we're using black and white image. And then we're going to find all these points, reference all these points of our image, and we're going to use remap again. So we need to deconstruct our point because at the moment there are 3D points in the space. By deconstruct it, we read its x and y coordinate and z coordinate as the new x and y coordinate to our image sampler. So we need to remap all the y coordinate, which is the x direction coordinate value here, and then use a bound domain, connect the y source, and the target will be by default 0 to 1. Then we construct point again, use mapped to x coordinate. Then we copy all these. The y that coordinate will be our y direction in the image sampler. So that will be our new y coordinate. So by doing this, we successfully translate the point 3D coordinate in the space into pretty much 2D xy coordinate into our image sampler, and that xy coordinate is both from 0 to 1 as required by the input 0 to 1, 0 to 1. Then we connect that point here. Let's see what's the output. Output is actually from 0 to 1 as well to reflect the brightness of the image. The darkest part will be 1 and the brightest part will be 0. And we can use a graph mapper to further adjust the value again. We can choose Bezier as always. And then we multiply the output here by a number. We can use the 50 we used before here. Then connect it back to our radius. Now you can see, the map is actually influenced circle size. We can also change the value from the graph mapper as well, just to change the changing gradient. We can also use that 50 to change the overall size. The benefit of doing this is actually we can find different image to influence our pattern. For example, if we find black and white, just map. Let's see if we can get not quite what we want. Let's just type in black and white image. That image can be a quite cool image, or this one. So we can right click, save image. Let's save it as 3 or 2. Let's save it as 2. That's it. Then the image is kind of cool, or this one is kind of cool as well. We can save image as 4. This one is cool as well. We can that's a web, that's not JPEG. Make sure the input image is JPEG or PNG. See image as now. Web again. What about that one? Yeah, that's a JPEG. Let's see, we have 3. Now we can try to reference all image received in to test it out. For example, we use image 2. Then now you can see that interesting pattern. We can adjust the value again. And then we can choose different image, just by choosing different image to change the pattern of our perforation. That's kind of cool as well. And then the next step we're going to do is to make that pattern to surface to visualize it. So we're going to use boundary surface again. Flatten the input. We connect the rectangle that way here. Connect the circle. It takes a while for it to react because it's quite a lot of calculation here. Then we can right click, make it into Rhino, and we can give it a material here. Let's choose gray, light gray. Thanks for watching today's tutorial. Please subscribe to support and check out my other videos.